What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel. We're here for episode 28 of our Madden 21 Detroit Lions franchise at about the midway point of year 3, and we're undefeated, 6-0. It's a tough episode. We have two very difficult games. I don't know the record of our Week 8 opponent, the Kansas City Chiefs. They have Mahomes, they have Tyreek Hill, they have Travis Kelce. They're going to be good, regardless of their rating, and it's in prime time. But Week 7, we have the 5-1 New Orleans Saints. That is a surprising record. I'm going to be honest. You just think of the Saints. What do they got? They got Jameis Winston, quarterback. He's doing okay. Alvin Kamara's a beast. Wide receivers. You know, they got Hazelwood there from Oklahoma. Michael Thomas. Wow. He's coming off injury. He's back. He's healthy, and they're still 5-1. But it's been the Alvin Kamara show on offense. Defensively, Cam Jordan, 5 sacks. Not a whole lot of interceptions. They do have a really good young linebacker there, Mike Jones Jr. out of LSU. Clemson transfer. He could be one of the first straight-up linebackers drafted either in 2022, 2023, whenever he decides to declare. But I'm not seeing a 5-1 squad. That's the game we're playing. I'm not just going to, let's see what Kansas City's record is. Unless the Chiefs are undefeated. I think we almost have to play the Chiefs. I feel like that's the shoot I want to see. You know, that old Big 12, Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes going against Oklahoma, Spencer Rattler. I think that should be the match. Let's trust our squad here to get us that 7th win against the Saints and potentially sets up a battle with the 1st and 2nd ranked teams, hopefully both 7-0 at that point. So yeah, we will sim this Week 7 game, and then we'll go in at home, host Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. We're coming off a Week 6 victory, sim victory, where Mo Hurst, outstanding performance here today. 6 tackles, 3 sacks, absolutely playing like a beast. And you know what he's done? I think he's played himself into an upgraded contract offer here. 3 years, I think we'll give him something like 7.3 and 4.65 bonus. There we go. You get 3 sack performance, you get locked down. Look at the rest of these players. Again, we're probably Cephas is the next guy to get his contract. Consider Jonah Jackson just in case we have to go to a year 4. And obviously, if we do go to a year 4, gonna have to probably pick up the pace of the series because we are starting to see just over that horizon Madden 22. But Jonah Jackson, I know that's another guy that's probably worth re-signing. Just not quite yet. That's not a early mid-season extension. That's something you can wait a little bit later in the cycle. Yeah, nothing much to say. We saw them. They have Jameis Winston, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, clearly no stats, so he's been injured. He's back. He's healthy. There's no injury tag. And you look at our squad, still trying to get healthy. Still out, DeAndre Swift is out for another week. Levi Onwuzurike, best defensive end for our team. He's out for 4 weeks. Darius Slayton, wide receiver 1, still out for another week. All I can say at this point is I hope DeAndre Swift and Slayton, if we can find a way to beat the Saints, Swift and Slayton are going to be ready for that match up Week 8 against the Kansas City Chiefs. But without further ado, let's get right into this game here. Week 7, 5-1 Saints, 6-0 Lions, undefeated streak on the line. Let's get it. As long as we stop Alvin Kamara, I don't think we're going to see a game where Jameis Winston, 4 touchdowns, no picks kind of deal. This would be if we lose to New Orleans, Alvin Kamara's going to have like 200 yards from scrimmage, 3-4. It's going to be like Christmas. You know, that Christmas, I don't even want to bring that up. I remember I lost my fantasy league on that Christmas, was it Christmas Day? Where Kamara had like 6 it was brutal. Almost as brutal as this start. This has not been good. Only 3 points offensively for one of the most prolific offenses in the entirety of the NFL. Able to get a touchdown there in the 3rd. We're just not getting the rolls of the dice here that we need. It's not looking great. You know, we had a couple. We started slow. We didn't do it. So there's your fucking loss right there. That's what happens. You know, put it this way. I would have loved to go on an undefeated streak, but you do not incur the injuries that we had to the best running back in the league with DeAndre Swift when I'm playing with them, our wide receiver 1 and DN 1. You can't endure and find you're not the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl champ Eagles, where literally you can lose most of your starters and still go on and win the Super Bowl right away. You know, you are going to slip up, and that was not a great performance from our quarterback. And if DeAndre Swift is out there, we have Darius Slayton out there, who knows? Because, Jameis Winston didn't play better, really. Neither quarterbacks played well. But Alvin Kamara, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also had, 100 total yards. It wasn't like Alvin Kamara had insano mode. Cephas was outstanding. 11 catches, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Would love maybe a scenario to potentially... That could be a silver lining. I would tell you right now, if we log in to next week against Kansas City and Cephas has a dev trade scenario, would I trade the perfect season, which it wasn't going to last. There was going to be eventually a game where I just came in, either I was playing at Buzz and I threw like 5 picks or something like that. So if I was going to just trade in that chip, cash in that, give up the perfect undefeated season, would I trade that right now for next week for Cephas to potentially go up to a star dev? I think I would. I think I would. Huge game here for Fred Warner. 17 tackles, TFL, 1 interception. 2 TFLs there. We got some TFLs, but we were not getting any pressure. I mean, outstanding job there from the New Orleans Saints offensive line. And just like that, 6 is as many wins as we can get before a loss comes up. But you know what? You can easily put this loss behind you as we welcome Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, all those guys. If we can beat them, we'll just keep on keeping on. We'll forget this game. We'll do the old Men in Black pen, forget everything, erase it from our minds. So we sim. Good news is Slayton and DeAndre Swift are back. There's no, do you want to rush him back from injury? Kansas City was able to win, so they are still perfect, but not one dev trade for Cephas. Fred Warner got Defensive Player of the Week. Happy to see that. But I don't know how much more Cephas needs to do to get off that bronze. I mean, he did nothing, and then he's literally just been the belle of the ball since Darius Slayton went out with an injury. And he's having a hell of a year. 500 yards, 6 touchdowns. Really kind of carrying the load. And I don't know, man. Look at this. Darius Slayton, while he's in there, averaging 64 yards a game. Really, since he's been able to uptick, Quinn Cephas averaging 72 yards a game. So, I don't know, I guess hopefully we could, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's been a while since I've looked at it, but I thought the dev trade scenario triggers when you have 2 good weeks back to back. So maybe we just, feature Cephas heavily, and I don't know how heavy we can feature. I mean, he's our slot guy, so Darius Slayton coming back on the outside shouldn't affect his targets too much, but maybe prioritize Cephas again, having a 100-yard game or something like that. So then when we go into the next episode where we have the Cleveland Browns, there could be a potential dev trade scenario on the side, because if you get that dev trade scenario going, he's only going from bronze to silver. You go bronze to silver, that's like just get 100 yards. Very easy, very achievable. Could do that against Cleveland. Cleveland's going to be a tough game. But I think right now, this is all kind of setting itself up for, we lost. Would this game have been better? I mean, look at the division. Division is pretty much over at this point. We're probably going to clinch it with one more win, for God's sakes. But with that one loss, it sucks. Would this game be more hype, more exciting if it was 7-0 Chiefs, 7-0 Detroit Lions? Sure. But we now have a chance to play spoiler, go to 7-1, and knock down the Kansas City Chiefs just a peg, bring them down to our level, put up the first loss on the record, and I think we have the talent to do so. So let's get into it. We have DeAndre Swift back. We have Darius Slayton back. We're going to try to get Cephas involved to get that dev trade scenario to pop up, and we're going to get our 7th win of the year. Let's get it. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh, get home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Drake Jackson getting home with the sack there. 3rd and long. We can get a stand after just whatever. We'll just call it bad tackling on that big Travis Kelce play. That's going to be a huge stand here. They go for the instant pass. Arguably could have been picked. A little bit better awareness from the back safeties here. Could have been picked, but we give up that big play to Kelce. We stop, we figure our shit out, and force a punt. Excellent job defense. Okay. However, they had a gong. They definitely got a gonger there on the punt. Let's get DeAndre Swift back. First game back. Rex Steiner doesn't really get, I don't even know who that is. It wasn't Rex Steiner. Didn't get the block, but it wasn't brutal. Let's get our backs here off our end zone. Let's give it to him again. 2nd and 8. Oh, there we go. There we go. So much better having that dimension back to rough. And that's not saying Zach Evans wasn't doing bad, but he's DeAndre Swift amazing. That being said, we also have number 6 in the top of your screen to the left-hand side back. Darius Slayton. Might want to get him involved. We got a bail out of the pocket. X looks good. Throw on the run. Oh, that is a big-time play by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and an injury on the Kansas City superstar X-Factor, Chris Jones. That could be something to monitor as this game goes on. But 35 yards, St. Brown. Don't really want to have the exact same thing happen to us that happened to them on the first drive. You get the big play, but then you stall out. 3rd and 10. This is a big Cephas play. It's usually where we like to go. They know we like to go there. Can we still fit it in on the sidelines to Cephas and... What? Amon-Ra St. Brown somehow vultures the pass. I need to see a replay of that. What? So we're throwing for Cephas. 11's also there. What? That's insane. I gotta get... What? Okay, let's get here on the sideline here. 11. Ball's coming. Not a great pass for Cephas being our top target man here. Right? Not great. Right to the sideline. Got a good matchup, though, against the linebacker. Goes through his hands. Goes through Willie Gay's hands. I don't think he's in bounds. Let's get to the line. That's one of those, like, let's get to the line. Oh, they're going to challenge it. To overturn that, I mean, that would have been insane. That would have been probably like a top 10 catch. 4th and 10 on the 46. Punt it. That wasn't Drake Jackson. That was like one of my actual linebackers. Might have been an interception. I'm not terrified yet of Mahomes in this game, which I thought I would be, like, very quickly. He's had a couple bad throws, couple lackadaisical throws. They're not really testing us with Tyreek Hill just yet. It's been more so the Jason Kelce show. And by Jason Kelce, I mean Travis Kelce, clearly the second brother there, all right? It's obviously Jason Kelce's the first Kelce people think of. Oh, there's a PBU on Tyreek. I think that was OR. He forces back-to-back punts from the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Outstanding job. Oh, let's go. I was just going to be a little upset because I know it's Chris Jones is back in the game. Injury wasn't too severe, but... Get that first down. 2nd and goal on the 6. Cephas is our primary read. That's where we're going to try to go. Right in the middle. Oh. I just shut my eyes. I saw that. I just shut my eyes. That's what it was a bad throw. 3rd and goal on the 6. Like, I already know I'm going to get myself into way too much trouble trying to just feed Cephas, but we will get him a touchdown there. Again, kind of risky, but he was open. Made him work for it. But that's the first touchdown of the game. First score goes to the good guys, the Detroit Lions, and it's Cephas with literally a goddamn magic trick. Wasn't even looking. Eyes in the back of his head. That's the chemistry level between Cephas and Spencer Rattler. Oh, get there. Oh, Van Ginks. It's Van Ginkel. 5th set. What a revelation this guy's been. Got him as, like, yeah, he was an upgrade of a type of signing, but, like, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. He's been outstanding. At this point, I want Michael Strahan's sack record. What is it, 23 and a half?
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Okay.
And you know I'm going to try to do it right back to him. And you know I'm going to do it right back to him. I don't got Tyreek speed, but I got Darius Slayton speed, baby. You're going to press man me at the line. I don't think so. This man's been on the shelf busting his ass to get back for this moment. And seeing what Tyreek just did gave him the motivation to do the exact same thing. Spencer Rattler, absolute dime. Slayton, who's at 27? Is that like Charvarius Ward or something? Ain't got the speed to keep up with them. Just like that, baby. You want to get into that Big 12 shootout? Let's go.
Bruh.
No. This is okay. Okay. This is becoming ridiculous. There we go. Hawk makes... Oh, that's a tough grab there, but just like that, one play into Chiefs territory. Dude, man, that's 3 straight times. Lorenzo Carter, I think it's been the same time, just bullying Taylor Decker at left tackle there. Got a lot of weapons. They certainly have a lot of weapons. So right now, I'm going to be Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I'm 100% just watching 87. That's my job. 87 is not going to beat us. And it works. We hold them. I think that's going to be short. That is going to be short. And it's Kansas City going to make sure they're selling for the field goal. They are. They're bringing up Butker. Doesn't really miss these kind of kicks, especially inside. But for C4 to drop back into coverage, knowing that that's where they want to go to Kelsey, I felt like I accomplished something there. And we have more than enough time to tie this game up or take the lead before halftime. All right, we're going to call it slants in here. 3rd and 5. Not getting a lot of... Feels like we lost a lot of cohesion on offense, so it's time for just a cheese play. Try to spark some life, and that's what we needed. That's definitely the kind of play that we needed. Slants cheese, the token has been cashed in, and it's to Darius Slayton for a whole lot of yards. Just scramble, let's just scramble, get out of bounds, gain some more yardage. Maybe a late hit there, ref. Okay, here's another opportunity to hit Cephas in the back of the end zone. No, that's a stupid pass. But Cephas makes the grab, makes up for... Oh, what was that, a goddamn heart palpitation there? Thought that was a pick. As soon as we throw it, okay, at this point, let's get Cephas to slant just to try and get him another touchdown. Really want to force it in there, but... we just need a score. I'm not even going to think about the dev trade at this point. I'd rather... We said the loss against the Saints would be worth it if we got a dev trade scenario. We didn't. So I don't necessarily want to sabotage 2 games for one guy that is struggling to be more than a depth wide receiver. Go, Rattler! There we go. That looked like a face mask type tackle. But there we go. No injuries. Very risky run. I had flashbacks to Carson Wentz running against the Rams with that type of play. But injury-free, gets the go-ahead score right before halftime. Let's go, Lions. Oh, yes, let's go. Linebacker got knocked out the line of scrimmage. DeAndre Swift, first down on the Chiefs 21. We got a 4 verts here, audible. I didn't like the first play, so we went 4 verts audible, and it'd be another opportunity to take off as Spencer Rattler runs over the DB. Don't see any injuries. 20-yard rush up to the 1-yard line. Now it's time for DeAndre Swift to do what he does best. And that's punch shit in from the 1. Here's a suggestion I have seen in the comments on the goal line. Give it to the genetic freak Bronson Rechstein. Let's see what he can do with his chance. Oh, he's a genetic. Oh, he had a free shot. Come on. You got to get that in. I'll give it to him again. Come on, Rechsteiner. There we go. The genetic freak. Bronson Rex. I think that's his 3rd touchdown of the year. I remember like the first sim game we had. I think he had 2 touchdowns, like a receiving and a rushing touchdown. So with that 3rd touchdown, he's pretty much guaranteed a spot in the Pro Bowl. That's awesome. Make that 3rd and 9. Trying to force another punt. Need this defense playing out of their mind right now. I don't think Mahomes is 200 passing yards. That's it, trap. That's cheesy bullshit. Oh, big boy ball! Big boy football! TJ Hawkinson just like a big brother trying to backyard football against a little brother. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Rattler, real close to the line of scrimmage there. But phenomenal job, by my opinion. Top 5 tight end right now in the NFL, TJ Hawkinson. From a talent perspective. These are good reps from our defense. Don't give up garbage time touchdown to one of the most overpowered offenses in the game. Would be something to kind of hang your hat on. So we got here 4th and 4. I'm gonna rock middle of the field. I'm just gonna straight up watch 87 as best I can. We gotta. Ah. Was that a slant to Tyreek? Really? You gotta bust that one out? Garbage. Garbage touchdown or not, very, very proud of my guys responding from the loss against the Saints. Take down the last remaining undefeated team in the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs, 35-30. A nuclear performance now with Darius Slayton back on it. Both QBs. Big 12 shootout that we were expecting. We got it. Focus on the Lions. DeAndre Swift's first game back. Not an elite game by his standard, but 77 yards isn't bad. 59 yards and a touchdown for Rattler. A lot more scrambling with him when we needed it. But look at that. 7 catches, 206 yards, and a touchdown for Darius Slayton. That might be Offensive Player of the Week worthy. 77 yards, touchdown there for Hawkinson. Tried to get Stevens. I mean, we did get him the touchdown. Maybe that's enough to trigger the scenario, but not the big performance we were hoping for. 10 tackles for Fred Warner. We got a sack TFL Hurst, sack TFL Van Ginkel. No picks, but we got the win. Let's freaking go. Going to week 9, I'll say this is very exciting. Outside of the fact that Rattler was our Offensive Player of the Week. Even over. I mean, that actually makes more sense. 200 yards for Darius Slayton was good, but Rattler went for 400 and 4 touchdowns. That's what's got to happen. Seeing that breakout scenario, we could have a chance next episode against a very good Cleveland Browns team to get Spencer Rattler up to a superstar X Factor. So if you needed more of a reason than to just see if I could take one of the most poverty franchises in NFL history and win a Super Bowl with them in a e-video Madden series on the internet, might get an X Factor next week. I don't know. We'll try our best. Probably won't, but we'll try our best. That will do it for today's episode, fellas. Able to break even 1-1, sitting atop the NFC North, 7-1. Pretty much, unless, Rattler gets hurt and Minshew Mania can't run wild, brother, probably had the division clinched up. I'm actually shocked because the Bears with Justin Fields, 3-5 is really bad for them. But we got our guys back, man. Swift's back, Slayton's back, and I think we're getting ready to go on a run. And we have a chance to kick off the next episode, week 9, against the team we played in the Super Bowl to get an X Factor. That is can't miss football, and I'll see you guys there. So thank you for watching. As always, first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Trying to slowly work our way up to 150,000 subscribers. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.